the qualifying. In GT4, it's Conor Wagner, who was second in the first race, now on pole here at Long Beach. Miles Brown is second ahead of Ryan Kerr and Alex de Almeida. Then it's Justin Rem, race 1 winner, alongside William Brennan in the 6th position. Row 4 is shared by Miguel Ruiz and Nicholas Schwartz, with Jeff Evans and Aaron Create in the top 10. Carl Bishop and John Duong on row 6 together, and all Porsche row 6. Jeff Parson and Nathan Deary are on row 7 together, Jared Depluy and Wayne Grenon. Then it's Parker Muirhead in the Aston Martin, with one of the few BMWs of Douglas Curry in the 18th position. 19th will be Travis Chapman ahead of Nicholas Johnson. Matthew Ardy Campbell just misses out on the top 20 with Doug Evans. Jeffrey Seabock 23rd ahead of Will Jennings for Big Fast Racing. And that's, I think, he's going to do it. Not single file through the hairpin, but they're encouraged to get double file again as they run up towards the line. It's safe to say that not everyone's going to manage that, and we're going to go green flag racing before we get to that point whatsoever. Oh, there's already contact on the front straight. So one of the LMP3s already with big suspension damage as it just crawls along the inside wall, but the green flag is waving here on the west coast. It's green flag at Long Beach. We are underway in towards turn number 1 for Andrew Hartman, who should be in the lead of the race here and holds it through the opening corner. No, indeed, it's Adam Brockway who's gotten off to a good start through the fountain for the first time now. As the LMP3s are a little bit slow, the GT4s already catching them into the fountain section for the first time.
All in all, we saw a couple cars get wide in the fountain so far, Ewan, but overall pretty clean through there. We saw some tires locked up. We saw some cars going wide, but everyone has made it through fairly okay.
Well, Alec Bergstrom was one of them who got caught up in that incident with Darren Roy as well, as there was contact on the front straight going towards the green flag for the first time. Adam Brockway leads though, ahead of Andrew Hartman. Then it's Wayne Castile who remains in third. Ozzy Milwane remains fourth, with Ethan Taratas fifth. That's wide from Castile. He'll be on the defensive into the hairpin. He'll barely get round, and Ozzy Milwane will be very close as into the pit lane, because Adam Brockway, I think he may have jumped the start.
He must have, yeah, because that's the only reason you pit right there, is if you have a penalty. It's way too early to be pitting for any kind of benefit, so that's going to give way to a new leader here, a new sets of cars up front.
Hartman back to the lead then, as a result of that jump start to the fountain section for the second time. It's close. Oh, it's wide.
Hey John, just let me know if my foot
Caton
gets really bad.
very nearly finds the wall. David Tuno gets through. So does everybody else, but that could have easily been a lot worse.
One involved here.
Oh, and it's a teammate in a GT4. Doesn't know where to go. Oh, and they've made contact. Goodness me, that was close in towards the fountain section. And they all sort themselves out. It's chaos, by the way, up front in the GT4s. Oh. Conor Wagner's away from the rest of the field. Miles Brown and Miguel... Oh, my word, what's going on here? Justin Rem is involved. There's, more going on. One of the Mercedes goes around right in front of Bergstrom, who got the... excuse me, not Bergstrom, is it? It's Brockway. Turning around, I think it's Alex de Almeida who's turning around again and getting back underway. What a chaotic start. Conor Wagner has found himself nearly 5 seconds in the lead already in this race.
Gonna have to make it back. Ready to check up for the first car. Got punted.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Clear on the left. Left side. You got a slow car on the left. Clear on the left. Car stopped on the left.
Hey man, yeah.
Left side. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Transition, I was just saying, you and be predictable as a slower car. Don't try to take any special lane. Don't let me by. Don't slam on the brakes. Just be predictable, run your line, and I will get around you as the faster car. As a slower car, you get petrified in those moments and you're trying to help. It just doesn't always work out.
Yeah, you do often want the slower cars to just stay to their line, but now traffic really is the name of the game. Wayne Castile is dealing with it beautifully. Andrew Harmon has lost 2.5 seconds as a result. This is a replay of what happened a little bit earlier. Excuse me, this is live pictures. We were on replay a couple of moments ago. This is traffic of Long Beach. The
Clear on the left.
negotiation here for Castile is very, very difficult, and it is hard for everybody, but he's getting through it better than most, and with more than 3 seconds back to Hardman, he's showing himself why he won at Watkins Glen and why he's leading here as well.
Yeah, and a beautiful job right there to get around that GT4. Had to straight away there.
1 minute 25, 43, 4, 7. Stay on the right.
I wish we could bring the LMP1s back. Not so much in real life, that'd be a bad idea, but in iRacing, we've still got them. Why don't we use them for something at some point? I don't know. But anyway, pit stop still very much going on. Nicholas Schwartz from inside the top 5 has made his way out of pit lane in the GT4s. Matthew Campbell is going to be quite close to him and will get through indeed as well as we jump back to Joey Haynes as he tries to make his way through on Floyd Kerr now.
And, tires are wearing out. You don't have the same grip you had at the start of this race, and it's harder and harder to turn that car and avoid those tire barriers. I bet if we could see his onboard, that wheel was cranked all the way to the right trying to avoid that incident right there.
Yeah, a little bit too late on the brakes. Plenty of incidents, by the way, that we've just not been able to get through here this evening. It's just too much going on for one race, to be quite honest. And there's been plenty up and down the field so far, and there might be time for a little bit more as well. 3 minutes remaining for Wayne Castile now. I think he's in the background of that shot there. Unless that's one of his teammates. This is the battle for 12 between Aaron Create and William Brennan in the GT4 category. Another all-Mercedes battle. It is indeed the Mercedes just behind them, so we might well get 3 more laps out of this race.
Yeah, very well. So, of course, next week we have the week off, Ewan, and in 2 weeks now we go to Mosport, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Are you expecting a calmer race than what we're seeing tonight?
Well, a little bit, but I was expecting a lot more of a calm race at Watkins Glen, to be honest, and we really didn't get that. And we know that Mosport is not that wide in terms of its circuit width, so that's going to be another big challenge for these two categories to once again deal with each other, as they're going to start to learn how to do, but certainly not going to be all the way sorted out in 2 weeks' time. Conor Wagner is in the winning position again. GT4 class victory goes to him. Miguel Ruiz and Jeff Evans join him on the podium with Nathan Deering and Justin Rem on the top 5 positions. A minute back was Ryan Kerr, with Parker Muirhead, Jared DePrelu and Carl Bishop inside 1 lap. Then Matthew Campbell inside the top 10. Also a lap down was William Brennan and Jeffrey Sebbert. Aaron Creates was ahead of a multiple Mercedes battle with Wayne Grennan, Doug Evans and Will Jennings. 2 laps down was Douglas Curry and Nicholas Schwartz. And then those that had more issues, Travis Chapman and John Dwan, 19th and 20th. Jeff Parsons, Nicholas Johnson, Miles Brown and Alex de Almeida, your 24 GT4s at the end of that race.